Hi folks, here we are in France. These are kind of typical cattle. Of course there's a lot of Charolais, but we saw these cattle too, and they milk and beef them, so they're multiple use critter. There's my partner Guillaume, he's kind of hazing for me. These cattle, as you can see, they're gentle, and it made a perfect scenario to show circling up. And I've circled up cattle a lot over the years because it's just a good way to do big cattle. You don't have to do it on small cattle, but big ones, it's pretty darn nice. And it takes me about an hour to get them settled out in a pasture. Of course, like you see, these cattle are broke. And this horse I'm on, who's a really, really good horse, is like 24 years old. So I really appreciate Pascal letting me use this horse. So you'll notice I go below the knees in the front and above the hocks in the back. And that's why, to get a critter to stand like this, that's why it takes me about an hour, because they keep wanting to leave and I just keep bending them and stopping them, and then eventually they stand still for you. Because of course, like everything else, you're doctoring because there's something wrong with them. Now what's going on is there's 3 wraps around the 2 hind legs, and the wraps overlap each other so the cow isn't choking. That's the idea of circling up. And I've used it a lot for a lot of different diseases, but anyway, it's a handy deal when you're doctoring by yourself. Now the idea is to go ahead and get that left front leg laid out straight on the ground, because they can get up. So there the leg popped out and the critter's laying down flat. And now this is the part that everybody kind of has hell with, and it's, you got to get it a 45-degree angle across their barrel, their stomach, and that's the perfect math for when you back up. You pick the hind feet up off the ground and you kind of rock it, so the hind feet are off the ground. Actually, you can just, you can see it right there. And the critter lays still. This is kind of, even though these are gentle cattle, that's kind of what it looks like out in the pasture after I've set the cow up and got it ready. And there again, there's 3 wraps on the hind legs. Now I just got to tie it. And then in the doctoring world, I'll tie the front feet also, and then I just undo my horse and let it eat grass or whatever while I'm working on the critter. But it's a square knot, and that's the way I do it. And I want to thank folks in France and Pascal especially for that really good horse he put me on. Thank you.